On DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. 2 huge fights. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Now available on PS5 and Xbox. Robert, you had to do that.
I knew it was coming.
I know, Robert. We got a big night, obviously tomorrow. First of all, how's Jose doing? How was his weight?
We had a great camp. Weight was a lot easier than coming down to 140. 40 was just too much for Jose. You know, he's been doing it since his pro debut, since he was a young kid. You know, and it's already been over 10 years, more than 10 years, 20. 13 years since he turned pro, so it was hard. You know, now at 44, you know, even 47 is going to be, I think, a lot easier. You know, a lot better for him. He's big, he's strong, he feels really good. So I think this is the best thing was to move up in weight.
What do you think about the critics? You know, being favoring or questioning more Devin Haney because after his loss and favoring a little bit Jose Ramirez or trying to make it a 50-50 fight. What do you make of that?
Well, look, I think it's a great fight. You know, Haney's a great athlete, man. He's a great fighter, great athlete. I can't say anything bad about him. He's always been a great fighter, very talented. You know, he had a bad night with Ryan Garcia, and everybody's going on that. And I want to be. I prepared Jose, and Jose's prepared to fight the best Haney out there. We don't. We're not hoping that. We're hoping that the knockout. Those knockdowns. With Ryan, that beating that he took is going to affect him. We want to beat the best Haney out there, and we're ready for that Haney, the best Haney out there.
Obviously, the main event, everybody's also talking about that. I mean, it's a stacked card: Teofimo, Barbosa, Ryan, and Rolly. What's your prediction on the Ryan fight? And obviously, is everybody surprised that he came in great in weight, he's looking good? So, what do you think about that?
Look, I think that's going to be a great fight, man. I think Rolly is going to put up some good rounds. I think it's just going to be a matter of when Ryan lands that hook and hurts him and finishes him. But in the meantime, I think it is an interesting fight. Maybe it's early. Maybe we see that left hook in the first, second round, third round. But we'll still see some exciting rounds. I think Rolly's got the attitude, the style to just go out there and swing punches, and he does hit hard. So anything will happen. I do see Ryan landing that punch and hurting him. But until then, I think it's gonna be an exciting fight.
You got a prediction for that one?
I think Ryan wins by knockout. But like I said, I think until then, it'll be an exciting fight.
We win by knockout, and obviously Teofimo Arnold Barbosa is another great fight. Teofimo is sometimes unorthodox, a little bit weird. Not weird, but his style of fighting sometimes. What do we expect from that fight?
Look, a fighter that's on a good winning streak. Like Barbosa, it's a dangerous fighter. It's not an easy fighter. You got to be careful. Teofimo sometimes performs, sometimes doesn't perform. So it all depends on what Teofimo we see tomorrow night. If it's a Teofimo that fought, what's his name from Australia, Cambosos or Sandro Martin, then there's a question there. Arnold. Is in a winning streak. He's had some great wins and some great wins in his last couple of fights. So that's an interesting fight right there.
Have you seen the ring? Have you seen how it looks outside?
Yeah, we drove by right now.
Yeah.
It's
crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. I don't know how they're gonna pull this off, man. And from what I understand, they're still gonna have traffic. The cars are gonna be driving by. I don't know. I really don't know how that's gonna work, man.
Canelo Skull tomorrow. On Saturday, we got tomorrow the main event, Ryan, but then
look, Turkey's putting up great fights. He wants every fight to be 50-50. He wants every fight to be exciting. Obviously Canelo's the first one that gets away with not getting that. I never even seen Skull fight, but from what I hear and from what everybody's talking, it just should be an easy fight for Canelo, but never know, man. This guy's hungry. This guy's wants to be known, so he probably trained like never before to try to go out there and do something nice in this ring. So, interesting to see. Not too excited about the fight. I think I'm more excited about the Munguia rematch because I think Munguia has to do something spectacular.
Yeah, against Bruno. That's also going to be a very interesting fight. Canelo wins Saturday, they're saying that Canelo Crawford is the biggest fight. Supposedly, it's going to be fans are saying it'll be the biggest fight in September. What do you make of that fight? I mean, people are saying Crawford's going to go 3 weight classes. The experience obviously is there. What's your favorite?
Look, I think we're gonna have a great fight. Canelo is one of the best fighters in the world, but so is Crawford. Talent-wise, Crawford is, if not the best, up there 1 or 2 best, most talented fighters in the world. So that talent could get him to compete a good fight. I'm not saying he wins, but I think he's got a shot, man. Canelo's a great fighter and he's bigger. But look, we just talked about Chris Eubank and Ben, and it was quite a few weight divisions, and they gave us a great fight. So I think Canelo and Crawford's gonna be a great fight.
Critics were also talking about, now you're saying Eubank and Conor. I mean, they've been talking about maybe a possibility of a fight with Virgil and Conor Ben down in the future. I don't know what you think about that fight.
Those fights are great. Why not, man? Awesome fights in the future, especially if we wanted or we would decide to fight in the UK. That would be huge over there, man. I would love to. Why not? That would be huge.
If I'm not mistaken, Virgil said that as well. He said, I would love to go to the UK.
Yeah, that would be huge, man. That would be awesome.
Robert, thank you so much. Thank you
All right,
for
got
speaking.
it, bro.